Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads and continue the story of my life. Chapter 15, Wright-Humason. I attended the meeting of the American Association to promote the teaching of speech to the deaf at Chautauqua in the summer of 1894. Then it was decided I would leave for New York to attend to the Wright-Humason School for the Deaf. It was October 1894 when I left with Miss Sullivan. The school was selected to gain highest advantages in vocal culture and trained in lip reading. During my 2 years tenure at the school, I also studied physical geography, arithmetic, German, and French. My German teacher was Miss Remy, and she could use the manual alphabet too. After I gained a substantial vocabulary, the two of us spoke German whenever we could. In a few months, I could understand almost whatever she said. I could read Wilhelm Tell before the end of my first year here, and I think I made more progress in German than any of the other subjects here. Strangely, I had more difficulty with French, but this was because Madame Olivier, my French teacher, did not know the manual alphabet. Hence, she gave her lessons orally, and I could not read lips as easily. So my progress in French was slower than German, but I did manage to read La Médecine malgré lui again. It was great fun, but I did not like it as much as Wilhelm Tell. My progress in lip reading speech was not as rapid as my teachers had hoped it be. My ambition to speak like other people could not be reached, and I think my teachers and I set our targets too high. Hence, disappointment was inevitable. Arithmetic was still as troublesome, and I chose guessing over reasoning, which is dangerous and increased my difficulties. Despite my disappointments in these areas, I chased my other subjects with great zeal, especially with physical geography. Learning the secrets of nature was delightful in the Old Testament's picturesque language. The winds blow from four corners of the heavens, how the vapors ascended from the ends of the earth, how rivers are cut among rocks, and how mountains are overturned. The 2 years in New York were indeed happy, and I revisited those moments with a smile. I recall the walks we took every day in Central Park, an area I found most beautiful and congenial in New York City. In the spring, we made interesting excursions like sailing on the Hudson River and wandering on the green banks. We also visited West Point, Tarrytown, Washington Irving's home, where I took a walk through Sleepy Hollow. The teachers at Wright-Humason were always inclined to give all the pupils the advantages of those who here enjoy. They tried to set them free from the camping circumstances that ruled their lives. Before I left New York, my happy days were clouded by the greatest sorrow that crept in my life. It was the saddest moment for me except for my father's death. Mr. John P. Spaulding of Boston passed away in February 1896. Only those who knew and loved him can realize what the loss of this dear friend meant to me. He made everyone he met happy, and particularly kind toward Miss Sullivan to me. His death was left a void in our lives that has never been filled. And that's the end of that chapter. See you later.